Hey everybody, welcome back to today's video, or welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's video. My name is Chloe and in today's video I'm going to be we're talking about how me and my Korean husband met and also a bit about like our future plans and everything. So stick around to the end to hear about those, but I'll get started right away now. Just a little forewarning, this video is completely unscripted. So we're just gonna go with the flows and hopefully it flows nice and easy. But anyways, getting into it. So I moved to Korea in 2021 on a student visa and I was there for 1 year. About 6 months into that, I applied for a job, and at that job I actually met another girl called Tayanara who was also applying for the same job. Unfortunately though, neither of us ended up getting the job, which whatever, it's fine. But with that, me and her became friends and we were meeting, going to cafes and everything, and at the time she was actually already married to a Korean. Okay, nice woman. We'll leave that to the side for now. But she was married to a Korean already. Her husband's name is Jin, and about 3 months later, Tainara and Ukjin actually set up me and my now husband on a blind date. They came along, so I'm calling it a double blind date, but obviously the two of them were already married. It was just me and him that were on a blind date, so a double date, but anyways. Because my now husband is best friends with her husband, so they just set us up together. And oh my god, I'm sorry now. Just thinking about the first date, I still get secondhand embarrassment, even though it's first hand, but thinking back, anyways. Basically, our first date, the majority of the time we talked through our friends. Basically, I told her something and she translated it, or I told, well, realistically, her husband something and he translated into Korean and vice versa. Because when we first got there, we said hello and everything, and he tried to say something. No, my friend had told me he'd went to a concert the day before or something, so I said, concert? And he's going, oh, 어떻게 알아? Whatever, I said, how did you know? But I was too shy to actually speak Korean. I knew some Korean, but I was living in a share house at the time. I'll actually link that video down below, I have a tour of it. But there was a lady living there as well, and she found my Korean pronunciation cute, as she put it, but she would always laugh at it. So she didn't mean anything bad by it, and she is an extremely nice lady, but it made me self-conscious about my pronunciation and I was too shy to actually speak for a good while. So I didn't want to speak Korean, I was too shy, whatever, and his English was not great, so it was just us speaking through our friends that night. But even though we couldn't speak to each other, there was still that like click, I suppose. I don't know how you would put it, but yeah, we both wanted to see each other again. So yeah, a week later he had asked me out on a second date, and I was kind of like on the fence. I was like, a week later, my Korean hasn't improved, I'm still too shy to talk, but he asked me out and there was a nice click for me, so I ended up going anyways, and I was absolutely shocked at our second date, right? So I ended up going to a Chinese restaurant, cafes, we went walking, we went a good bit anyways. But what shocked me was, in the week we were apart between the two dates, the obviously blind date and the second date, he had been studying English, and he had studied English to the point where we could converse without needing somebody. Now it wasn't perfect, like he would say wrong verbs and nouns or whatever, use past tense and present tense and future tense all together, but it was all understandable and you don't have to look up like a word or two here and there. So just that, like, I don't know, like dedication or gesture, like it just showed his character, and obviously that character was very attractive to me, a characteristic of his. So we continued dating. I actually have a few YouTube shorts of our dates, so I'll include some here maybe. But we were dating for 3 months, when my visa ran out and I had to come back to Ireland because I wasn't renewing my student visa. I was running out of funds. It's very expensive. But anyways, I came back to Ireland. I was here for 3 months. I ended up getting a working holiday visa and going back to Korea. We weren't living together there for a year, but I was back over there for a year. He was kind of half living with me, half not living with me. He was living with his parents basically and with me. And in that time, I was like, oh, you should just move in because you're here most of the time, whatnot. And he ended up not moving in with me. And he regrets that now, so what can I say? I was right. But anyways, moving on. When my visa ran out, my only other option was to get another student visa, but that was so expensive. I didn't feel like it was worth financially wise. It was a silly financial move, so I decided to move back to Ireland. And he actually decided to move back with me, and we both moved in with my parents. We're kind of bringing us up to now when we decide to get married. We have been married exactly a month today, but we went on a 5-day honeymoon to Malta after our wedding. 2 days after that, his visa was up, so he had to leave Ireland, and he's been travelling around Europe by himself. So just about a week after we got married, he's left me for a full month. He didn't have a choice though, so he's been travelling around Europe and he's coming back into Ireland on a 1-day visa because we're going on a second honeymoon to Iceland. And then after that, we are coming back to Ireland again, and on the 5th of March, we are going over to Korea. He is going over for good to find a job and everything. I'm going over for 2 weeks before coming back. The reason I'm going over with him is because I need to register marriage. We also need to apply for a mortgage together and set up bank accounts, all that kind of stuff. So that way when I do fully move over, it's hopefully a nice smooth transition. But while I am over there, we're going to go look at apartments, we're going to go to Costco, to E-Mart and IKEA and look at all the kind of stuff we want to get. We're also going to go appliance shopping. I'm also thinking of filming videos because there's so many food places I want to eat at and that I miss so much because it's so good. So I was thinking about filming videos of my top 10 restaurants in Korea or that kind of thing, because there's mulnaemyeong, dalbulgogi, like there's so many absolutely delicious kind of foods in Korea. I want to like basically share my favorite ones, so if you're interested in that kind of thing, let me know. If there's any other videos you would like me to film while I'm there for the 2 weeks, also let me know, because I'm more than happy to do it if it's something I can actually do. So yeah, with that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.